So the Apple Watch Series 6, it's the next generation of Apple Watch that's coming out. Apple is going to be announcing it in September, and most people seem to be excited about the iPhone 12, but with Apple being the #1 watchmaker in the world now, they need to put just as much focus on their upcoming smartwatch as well. So this is everything we know now about the upcoming Apple Watch Series 6 and why it may be a bigger upgrade than you may think. So we are expecting the Apple Watch Series 6 to be unveiled in September along the new iPhone 12s. We don't have any word on delays. We have heard that the new iPhones may be delayed until October or November, but we haven't heard any word on the Apple Watch, which means they're probably going to be released on schedule in September after their announcement. So when it comes to Apple Watches every year, there's usually an expected feature every year. For example, with the Series 2, everybody was expecting water resistance. And then a year later, everybody was expecting some type of separation of the watch from the phone, and we got that with cellular. And then with the Series 4 and the Series 5, everybody was expecting an always-on display, and unfortunately we had to wait a year longer for that. And this year with the Series 6, we are expecting sleep tracking, and we're gonna get into that a lot more later in this video. So are we going to see a design change? Probably not with the Series 6 and probably not with the Series 7. I think Apple is going to be sticking with the same design that they came up with for the Series 4, and they're gonna be keeping that around for a couple more years. So I don't think we're gonna be seeing a significant design change in the Apple Watch for a few more years, maybe with the Series 8. That isn't to say Apple might not surprise us with a few extra case materials, because Apple always likes to surprise us. They always come up with something cool like titanium or ceramic. I think my dream Apple Watch case would be a product red ceramic Apple Watch. And the ceramic ones are always really expensive, but I would love to see product red in that nice glossy ceramic. Tell me in the comments down below what your favorite material on the Apple Watch is. Of course, the new Apple Watch is going to be shipping with watchOS 7, and while we don't know many of the features that are going to be released with that update, we do know that all of the previous Apple Watches are going to be getting more features from this update. So it's not just going to be exclusive to the new Apple Watch. Older Apple Watches like the Apple Watch Series 5, Series 4, Series 3 are going to be getting new features with the new software that Apple is going to be unveiling in June of this year. So now we get into the interesting leaks. So a really good YouTuber, Nikias, I'll link his channel down below. He has come up with an exclusive leak list for all the features coming in the new Apple Watch Series 6. And the first one is sleep tracking. So sleep tracking is a long-awaited feature for many Apple Watch users. It poses one issue though. If you're always wearing your Apple Watch, especially when you go to sleep, when are you going to charge it? Well, this rumor is also saying that the Apple Watch is going to have some type of extended battery life, and I would say it's going to need probably double the battery life if Apple is going to tell you to wear this thing while you sleep. It's either going to need double the battery life or it's going to need some type of extremely fast quick charging, so you can throw it on your charger as soon as you wake up and it'll charge from 5% to 85% in 10 minutes. He's also reporting that the Apple Watch is going to have a pulse oximeter, which is going to relate to one of the mental health features that this watch is going to have. So a pulse oximeter measures the amount of oxygen in your blood, and the Apple Watch Series 6 is going to have the option where it can detect mental health abnormalities and panic attacks. So I actually looked this up, and it turns out that when you are going through a panic attack, the oxygen levels in your blood can actually decrease significantly because you can be hyperventilating. And the Apple Watch can detect this, and it'll be able to walk you through breathing exercises, for example, to help you get through that panic attack and maybe ease your stress a little more in that moment. So Apple is really focusing on health and well-being, and it is really appreciated, and those features are definitely not overlooked. And then also with this leak, it's not like it's any big news. We're getting the new S6 chip. With the new Apple Watch Series 5 that came out last year, they had the S5 chip, but that chip was actually identical to the chip that was in the previous generation, the Apple Watch Series 4. So there actually was no speed difference between the Series 4 and the Series 5. And this year, obviously with the Series 6, we are going to be getting hopefully a whole new architecture of chip, which is going to be much faster than the last generation. So every now and then with the Apple Watch, Apple comes out with something that the rumors were not pointing towards at all. So for example, with the Apple Watch Series 4, it had the EKG feature and it could detect falls. And I don't think any rumors were pointing towards that fact. So hopefully this year with the Apple Watch Series 6, we can get a few of these features that nobody has heard of, because Apple always finds a way to surprise us in a good way at these keynotes. Also, there haven't been any rumors about this, but in my opinion, it's time for Apple to come out with some new watch band materials. I'm getting kind of bored with the current watch band materials they have, and I just hate the woven fabric ones. So I hope Apple can come out with some more unique material options for the Apple Watch band. They all seem to be pretty creative when it comes to bands. So if you're excited for the Apple Watch Series 6 coming out in September of this year, drop a like on this video. Also subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss whenever I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Michael. I'll see you in the next video.